It just came out that 1/3 of all internet traffic is fake, and all of this is coming from Chinese phone farms. So the people that you're arguing online with about different things such as politics and city rules, well, it's all fake, and it's probably just a robot.
This might be a stupid question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyway on account of being, well, stupid. How do bot accounts start, like here on TikTok?
It's complicated, so pay attention.
Perfect.
That's the way they used to do it years ago. They have totally revamped the whole system and upped the game. You'll be surprised how many phones they're able to operate at one time. Today, we're going to look into phone farming. We're going to see exactly what a bot is, where they come from in all these comment sections. We're going to see why all these social media platforms get so toxic. We're going to see why you can't buy any concert tickets when you want some. We're going to see why you can't buy any sneakers. We're going to get full-fledged into the world of phone farming. What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insadians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. Now today, y'all, we gonna get into phone farming. Disclaimer, I am not promoting any activities in this video. This video's sole purpose is for educational purposes, just to let people know what is going on the internet. Disclaimer, this video is not intended to promote any actions at all. I know all of y'all out there have heard of bots, and y'all have seen bots in the comments section, just people saying, Lord knows what, why, and you're confused, why are they even there?
In the last 24 hours, I have received well over 100 bot comments. There are hundreds of these accounts. These are just some examples that I've got around to screenshotting. What you'll notice is the vast majority of them do not have profile photos. They don't have a great deal of followers. In fact, most of them have no followers. If they do have profile photos, they are usually AI generated, like the one you just saw. They also tend to have these strange usernames, but usually the actual name of the account will seem normal. They tend to leave comments en masse.
How do bot accounts begin? How are they birthed onto this app? I don't understand. Like, does a human being physically start the account and then surrender control to a robot? But like, where does the bot even come from to be given a TikTok page to leave DMs like, hey fella, do you want $7,000, or can I draw your profile photo, or what would you do if I gave you $400 every single day? What would you spend it on? Bills, groceries, food? Message me on WhatsApp for more. Like, where does the bot come from?
Now we're going to get into exactly where they come from. They come from all the same place. It's just multiple phones being operated by one person.
Let me introduce you to the people you are arguing with online. They are not trolls, they are not bots, they are real, and they are called Chinese phone farms. What you are looking at is just one of hundreds, maybe thousands of setups around the world. Each farm runs hundreds of smartphones, stripped off their screens and batteries, neatly racked and controlled by a single computer. And guess what? Each phone represents a real online user. So with just one command, the operator can trigger hundreds of likes, follows, comments, and even video views all in seconds. It's like running a small country, but on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Spotify. And now with AI, they are no longer posting generic comments, human sounding replies that actually relate to your post. Ever seen a suspicious comment that sounds too real? That might have been Ashley or Raja, your favorite AI phone farm worker. But here's the question, why do all this? The answer is money. These phone farms makes money from fake engagement, even streaming songs on Spotify for artists who pay to boost their numbers. In fact, just a few years ago, 1 in 3 internet traffic in China came from phone farms. But it gets darker. These farms don't just boost content, they have been used to push propaganda and even influence elections. So next time you get into an online debate with someone who seems off, just know you might be arguing with a rack of phones in a basement somewhere in Asia. So be careful and stay safe out there.
So now let's take a little look at the evolution of this whole phone farming game and see where it began and the heights that it's at today. And I think where it's at today, it's going to shock you. That was the old way of doing it. They would get all the phones, put them on the wall, link them together, and operate them from one computer. But as you can see, that is not space effective. You really can't operate that type of operation everywhere because you need a large wall and you need all this space. So they had to upgrade the game. And that's when they moved to the next level of phone farming. You see how many phones my man was operating with one computer? They were able to operate up to 5,000 to 10,000 phones at one time.
Damn.
Using this phone farming system. And this is exactly why you was never able to win that Facebook fight, because it was unfair.
Ever argue with a bot online and feel like you're debating the entire population of a small country? Welcome to the world of bot farms, today's bizarre job spotlight. Imagine being so into your job that you run 1,000 phones just to win an argument on Twitter. These bots are pushing agendas harder than a telemarketer on commission. They're not just tweeting, they're crafting. Each post is like a snowflake, uniquely designed to avoid detection and spread the chilly winds of propaganda. Next time you get a like from Ivan Ivanovich Ivanovsky, remember, it might just be a computer in a farm, not a fan. And here I was thinking my two browsers were multitasking.
But it goes on. They had a flaw with that whole system that I just showed you. If you think about it, it was ultra dangerous. You had all these phones linked together, and the risk of fire was tremendous. And I guess they was having a whole bunch of fires. So they figured out how to refine it. And once they refined it, they were able to get more phones underneath the control of one computer. This is the new way they do it now. What they did was they figured out a way to take just the parts they needed out of all these old phones and discard the battery, and made a machine that they could put them in so they could link these phones that don't even exist.
You smart. You very smart.
What is a box phone? Box phones are the nodes that make up a phone farm. Each group of box phones can accommodate 20 phones. Due to the removal of batteries and screens, the safety of forming a phone farm is higher, and there is no risk of fire or explosion. They can be connected using USB or Ethernet cables, and dozens or hundreds of phones can be operated on one computer for games, videos, ad clicks, and more.
So as you can see, when it's multiple thousands possibly of places where it's people operating thousands of phones at a time, you can imagine that a lot of this internet engagement is not real.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
And a lot of people are starting to take notice to it.
It just came out that 1/3 of all internet traffic is fake, and all of this is coming from Chinese phone farms. So the people that you're arguing online with about different things such as politics and city rules, well, it's all fake, and it's probably just a robot. These phone farms usually have tens of thousands of phones that are connected to one computer that's controlling all of them. The way it works is that the people who run this typically take the batteries out of all these phones and then connect all the motherboards together in order to monitor it on one computer. And then with the use of AI, they're able to generate responses across social media, making it seem like they're coming from a real person when in fact it's just one big computer. I don't think you guys understand how sophisticated this actually is, because each phone represents one person, but yet it's all connected to one computer that literally controls all of them. One of the biggest concerns about all of this is just how much it can actually impact our elections. I'm not saying that's happening, but if you really think about it, people could literally just hire these bot farms to basically sway people in elections by telling them to do different commands that are gonna, at the end of the day, just sway people in an election. All I want to know is, do you guys think this is a good thing for society or no?
And these bot farms are for hire, because that's the whole purpose of a bot farm. They're doing this to try to generate some type of income through clicks, through listens, through views, whatever. And like I told you at the beginning, I don't know the legalities on this, because it seems like this should be illegal, but you can rent box phone setups. So I don't know what is going on with this.
Not ready to buy a full setup? No problem. We offer phone farm box rentals, already built, already tested. You just plug in your phones, install your apps, and start farming. No need to build anything, no heat issues, no cable mess. And it's affordable, just $63 per month. That's about $2 per day, less than a cup of coffee. Perfect if you want to test new apps, scale gradually, or avoid upfront costs. Our rental boxes support 6 devices with clean power and cooling. 24/7 uptime, no noise, no overheating. And if anything goes wrong, we support you directly. No DIY, no trial and error, just plug and farm. DM Best Moon now to book your rental unit. Simple, scalable, and smart.
Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
See, so it is a practical use for this product, but I guess people are using it for nefarious means, because people are trying to sell it like it does have a legitimate use.
Who should use Boxphone? Running ads, farming accounts, boosting social content? Whether you're into airdrop, traffic, SEO, or brand seeding, Boxphone helps you scale without scaling your costs. One device, 20 real phones. Unlimited automation.
Juking the stats.
And matter of fact, this was the main reason why Drake just was in the whole legal battle with his record company, because it was supposedly a whole bunch of fake listens, a whole bunch of inflated numbers. And as you can see, by phone farming, it's easy to inflate some music numbers, especially on Spotify.
So people keep asking me, wait, Spotify? So easy for that. Let's go. So there's 2 main ways to make Spotify. First one is Spotify for Artists plus auto stream tool like this. You can upload your own music, own playlists, use Boxphone with auto stream tools to boost your play accounts safely and effectively. Watch a real-time stat, soak up, trigger the algorithm, and unlock more earning opportunity. The second one is you're gonna work with a distributor or an artist management company. You guys could partner up. They will handle all the paperwork, all the copyright hassle. And for you, you will work with them as a service, distribute the music by helping artists get a higher listener rate and become easier to get trending. Let's go viral together. So if you have any question about streaming Spotify, just comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you. It's Zach from Jamfirmer. Have a good day.
Now, disclaimer, I am not co-signing none of this behavior. I don't know the legalities on it, but either which way, this does not seem like fair ball. This video is just to inform the public of what's going on and who they've been arguing with and give them a little bit better understanding of the internet. Disclaimer, I am not promoting any activities. I am trying to educate. But anyway, as we keep moving on along, we're going to move on along to the elevation of it, because if you were a music company, or if you were somebody that was a streamer or somebody that was trying to inflate numbers, you would need a phone farm of a massive size. You would need more than just a little 20 pack, a couple 20 packs to inflate your numbers. It's phone farms out here that consist of tens of thousands of phones.
Now that's a little too much.
Now do you understand why you haven't been able to win on the sneakers app?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The deck has been stacked against you for a long time. Now you understand why you couldn't win that argument? Now you understand why you couldn't get those concert tickets? But like I said, man, all this stuff is operating in a total gray area, because it's people renting systems, it's people out here openly bragging about doing this stuff, but it's also people that's getting locked up for phone farming.
Fun fact. A man in China has been sentenced to 15 months in jail for running a streaming farm. The man, known only as Wong, had 4,600 phones set up to various VPNs and networks, and then would take payment from live streamers to have his streaming farm tune into their live stream to boost the stream's performance and artificially inflate the viewer count. His streaming farm was also able to like and comment on streams to make it seem like there were real people watching the live stream. In doing so, Wong was able to collect $415,000 in payments from live streamers in just 4 months. But after a number of streaming sites reported fraudulent activity on their platform to the police, Wong was tracked down and arrested. He was then sentenced to 15 months in jail and had to pay a $7,000 fine.
See what I mean, man? I guess it's up to if they felt like coming to get you, and they felt like coming to get him over in China. But I highly doubt it that they coming to get you in America, because I think America was built on capitalism.
Pay me my money.
So this is something that's going to benefit everybody. So why would they really go hard on something that they're going to benefit from in the end anyway? Because you know how America do.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
That is true.
But anyway, y'all, we done reached the end of a journey. Now y'all should know a little bit more about bots and about the way the internet is working and why you can't get the tickets that you want sometimes and why you can't never get the sneakers that you want. Because all somebody got to do is hire a small bot farm. And they done got all the sneakers. Now you understand why some of these streamers' numbers be spiking and going all crazy. Like they just had the boy Neon numbers going up 30,000 in a minute.
Neon was streaming. He had like 30,000 viewers and he only had 1,000 or 2,000 chatters or something like that. Let me see if I can pull up his Twitch channel and pull it up. Average viewers, 31,000 average viewers. That's a lot of people watching, by the way. That's massive. And so if you look at some of these streams right here, some of these, it's just the instantaneous, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're gonna hit, you're hitting 40,000 viewers in 10 minutes, man.
Really?
Like, look at this. This is like a machine. Well, I guess it is.
I think we can safely say that was a bot farm. Like we said, the whole rap numbers for the past several years on Spotify, all these Spotify numbers, all this, I did 800,000 the first week. We all know. Nah, fam, you just hired Wang in his bot farm. You just was messing with Wang. We know how Wang do. We know how Wang get your numbers. Stop playing with us. But anyway, man, we done reached the end of another journey. Y'all know how this go. Hit me up in the comments section. Let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
Wait! There's more! Why would someone have 100,000 SIM cards and cellular radios on shelves in their apartment?
The SIM farm. You can get these special purpose devices that have a bunch of antennas on a bunch of slots, and you can plug in 128 all the way up to like 512 SIM cards in there, and you can have all of those radios active at once. But somebody sent a bad text or made some bad calls or did something to a politician that would raise the Secret Service's eyebrows. What you're describing, where you get 100,000 of them, the most likely thing is that somebody was just offering a text service or something. Somebody that went to the lengths of buying all those boxes, all those SIM cards, punching them out, sticking them on. And there's a few reasons why somebody would do that. Some legitimate, some not legitimate. And you've got 30,000 or 50,000 or however many of these, active numbers, and you can handle a lot of API requests.